Bueno, negro. Episodio 2 de Supersize vs Superskinny. Claro que sí. Temporada 1, episodio 2. Viernes. Claro que sí. Vamos a darle. Vamos, guerrero.
This is the man who'll be making us get real with our weight. Dr. Christian Jessen will be fattening up the Superskinny.
I can't eat anymore.
Acá la presentación.
Shrinking the Supersized.
La presentación de los dos que van a participar hoy.
Not lunch. Well, I've just...
To this feeding clinic, where they will take...
Lo lamento, pero esto se ve en 2.40, amigo. Es un descanso. Pero bueno, como dije en el anterior, al principio van a ser así porque están subidos así. No hay otra forma de verlo. Así que nada. O si hay otra forma, la desconozco. Estuve buscando y es la única forma. Vamos.
Take part in an extreme diet swap. After a week, they'll be sent home with a healthy eating plan. Then, 3
Más
months
adelante
later,
se van a ver
they'll
mejor.
return for a final weigh-in.
Pero
But the
quiero
most
grabar todo. Uy.
Extreme element to this unique experiment.
Justo en esta parte.
Navigating them both through the swap is Dr. Christian Jessen.
Dr. Christian.
Shock to the system.
Pero como dije, en los próximos se van a ver a 1080 y todo. Más adelante, en las próximas temporadas, no sé cuándo. Bueno, no puedo hacer más.
Want them to help each other realize that their diets
Vamos.
are just too extreme and there's a much healthier
A ver,
middle
Dr.
ground.
Christian. Tenemos.
Fussiest of fatty dieters,
Ahí está la minita.
Yasmin Smith is a
La minita
Superskinny
flaca.
whose dangerously restricted eating habits have turned her into a bag of bones.
I just feel like I look too thin. I look in the mirror and I just see bones. You'd get an obese person wearing jumpers and jackets to cover, the obesity up. I do the same, but to cover, my thinness up.
So now it's time to work out the size of Yasmin's problem.
Okay, climb up on the scales. Let's see exactly what you are today.
Como siempre la presentación. Ve, mira, a ver. Mira, 50 son los kilos y después ahí te marcan libras. O sea, las libras, 2 libras es 1 kilo. Corta. Entonces, si es 110 libras son 50 kilos. 55 por ahí. Más o menos. Es una relación de 50-50.
7 stone, 11 pounds.
Pesa 49
Nearly
kilos.
a stone and a half under what she should be.
I mean, your weight to height will give you a BMI of about 17.
Yeah.
Okay, which is really quite underweight. I mean, ideally, I'd like you.
Sí, está por
between
debajo del
20
peso.
25, something like that.
Okay.
So you've got a little way to go.
Since Yasmin was diagnosed with a lactose intolerance 2 years ago, she's got so fussy about what she eats, nearly every type of food has been off the menu.
I've been on a lactose-free, wheat-free, preservative-free, additive-free, everything-free diet for the last
¿Vale?
year.
Ahí muestran que la minita come muy sano. Pero claro, que coma muy sano no significa que coma bien, porque puede comer muy poco. ¿Entendés?
As well as dairy foods like
mira.
milk, cheese and yogurt, anything with wheat in it, like bread and pasta, is a complete no-no. She
Frutita.
also won't touch anything processed or packaged.
Ya es un licuado. Todo
Which just
re
leaves her
sano.
to fill up on
Pero
fruit
claro.
and salad. End result, she's completely undernourished.
Es poca
Now
cantidad.
I just feel like I'm running on empty, like a car.
Yasmin's diet is so extreme that her family and friends are starting to become concerned.
With my son, when we're messing around or just playing rough, everyone's quite scared of me being
Ahí muestra que tiene un
snapped or
pibe.
hurting.
Y hace
Very,
hockey.
very bony. We don't have any
Hockey,
fat
esa
on
mierda que
them. We
giran.
need to eat steak fat.
Yasmin's going to need big help, and here it comes.
Ahí
In the form of a major
está,
shock
ahí
tactic.
está, papá.
Derbyshire
Luisito.
diet dodger Daryl
Luisito, el de
Watson
cuestión de
has got
peso,
just
¿entiendes?
5 days to get her
El
to
que le
fall
robaron
in
la
love
milanesa.
with food again. And by living off
Tururup,
Yasmin's
tururup.
restricted diet for a few days, Daryl can start gaining control of his own weight problem. Daryl has a diet with one golden rule,
Basically, if I want something, I'll have it.
and he sticks to
I
it,
love-
whether it be
I love
enormous
it.
breakfasts, lunches and dinners, all washed down with can after can of Diet Coke, or the
Diet Coke. Guarda.
sackloads of snack foods he demolishes in the
Una
hours in
banda.
between. These two are at the opposite end of the scale when it comes to
Pum,
dangerously
pum,
extreme
pum,
eating.
pum, pum.
And the results are showing. At 66 inches, Daryl's waist is almost 3 times wider than Yasmin's tiny 24 inches. By swapping diets, they will shock each other into confronting their eating issues and changing their dangerous habits.
How do you feel about your weight now?
I find it hard to do what I was doing before. Just standing up and getting around is a lot harder than it used to
Do you
be.
find it tiring?
Well, lumping 33 stone is not an easy job.
Lugging around only a fraction of that weight, super skinny Yasmin can't understand why people let themselves pile on the pounds.
If I saw somebody that was really obese, I'd think, God, do you know what you're doing to yourself? Do you know what you're putting in your body? Do you know the poisons and the artificial rubbish that's in your body?
It's time for Yasmin to come face to face with her fears.
Yasmin,
Ahí el cara a cara.
come and meet each other. Daryl weighs 33 stone.
Yeah.
Daryl, this is Yasmin. She weighs 7.5 stone. This means that we could fit 4 of her into you. Daryl, have a feel of Yasmin's arm.
Right. Yeah.
Tell me what you think.
Bone.
Re flaca.
Yeah.
Mirá el hueso ahí.
Not a
Oh.
lot.
What about this? Look at all this. It's quite hairy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is really common in underweight people. They often grow extra hair because they have such low metabolisms. They're cold, and our hands are really cold.
Ahí le dice que está fría. A mí vienen los tubos. Que está fría, tiene las manos frías. Guarda, entiendo algo de inglés. Tiene las manos frías por el metabolismo bajo que tiene, ¿no? La poca cantidad de energía que consume hace que se le ponga el cuerpo frío porque no genera calor. ¿Me entendés?
To demonstrate precisely what they'll be eating, Christian's going to show them both
sea, no genera el
what their
calor
week's
normal.
worth of food looks like.
Los tubos.
Starting with Yasmin's breakfast.
Rice cakes.
Ahí, de una.
Fruit.
Ahí, esta es la minita,
Nothing
¿eh?
wrong with that. Right. Lunch.
Rice cakes son las mierdas esta de arroz. Las vergas que son una verga. Y frutillas. Ahí no tiene nada.
Let's have a look. What's that?
Mucha ensalada.
Some chicken eggs.
Un poquito de
Some
chicken.
avocados. This is all good, healthy stuff. I can't
Esto es licuado de frutas.
complain.
Todo muy bien, pero claro, la cantidad ahora te muestran que no es la suficiente.
What's this coming through?
Smoothies.
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 And then we go to dinner, yeah? What's this? Chicken.
Nada.
Chicken breasts.
Nada.
Rice pasta.
Recordemos que es una semana lo que está en el tubo. Una semana de comida.
What's that? More meat.
Steak probably.
Steaks.
Yeah.
Some carrots.
Yeah.
Son carrots, zanahorias,
Bananas. This
Yeah.
is dessert, is it now?
son onions,
What else have we
cebolla.
got? That's a lot.
No hay lunch.
What's the first thing that you would say there?
No hay lunch.
Not much.
It's not a lot, is it?
An average woman should
Una
be
semana.
eating around 2,000 calories a day.
Lo mismo de siempre, necesita 2000.
But Yasmin's only getting through around 1,300.
1300.
She's missing out on around 2.5 days of food each week.
Poco.
Supersizing her diet with Daryl's fat-filled meals will put a stop to that for the time being.
So, Daryl, now in an average week,
Ya lo viene, tío.
this is what you eat.
Ay, me agarró un dolor acá.
What are these sandwiches here that you have?
Boom.
Cheese, ham,
This is
Cheese, ham, queso, jamón,
or toasties.
This is what you
tostadas.
have snacking mid-morning time, okay? Crisps,
Cereal.
dry food, saturated fat. We
cereal,
move on to lunch. More sandwiches, burgers,
Sándwich.
roast chicken, pizzas,
raw chicken,
more pizzas.
more pizzas.
Probably about half of this is made up of fat, okay?
¡Mira ese tubo!
A typical
¡Mira ese tubo!
man should be putting away 2,500 calories.
Necesita 2500 como cualquier hombre medianamente normal, digamos. O sea, como la mayoría de cualquier hombre, digamos.
Daryl's consuming 6,000.
6200. 6200 es una locura.
200. That's
Es una
an overeat
locura.
of a
10 días más por semana.
staggering 10 days worth of food every week.
Es una locura. Es una locura.
Coming up, Yasmin finds Daryl's diet hard to swallow.
You look at my hands, I'm actually shaking. I haven't felt like this for a long time.
Vamos.
It's day one of the diet swap,
Day one. Supongo que será el breakfast.
and breakfast time brings Yasmin's
Breakfast time.
first big food chat.
Estaba bailando. Estaba
Day
bailando.
one of the
Mira.
diet swap,
Yeah.
and breakfast time brings Yasmin's first big food challenge. Daryl's usual fatty fry up.
Re buena onda el gordo.
Right.
No, mira.
English breakfast.
4
My
Pará.
It's great actually, minus that and that.
4 tortitas de arroz con mierdita arriba. No, me muero.
Snackaholic Daryl will have to survive the whole morning on 4 rice cakes.
Okay.
Good
I'll
luck.
give it a go.
Mirá, boludo. Mirá con el asco que lo come. Sí, yo también lo comería como una poronga. Eso.
It's not going to catch on in the morning at home.
But it's Yasmin
Mirá, tiene morcilla, chorizo, poroto. No sé qué mierda es eso.
who's really struggling. Daryl's favourite fried black pudding is really making her stomach turn.
La grasa.
Taste, it's the idea of what's in my mouth.
Oh.
I'm not one for black pudding.
Esto, ¿qué mierda es eso negro, boludo? Morcilla, no sé qué es.
Blood. It's gross.
And lunch isn't
Lunch, se viene el lunch.
any easier for Yasmin, whether it be the wheat and additive-rich contents of a pot noodle or the greasy peanut butter sandwich Daryl always
Nudelete es el típico maruchan, ¿no?
has with it. It's quite a change from her normal midday meal of a fruit smoothie.
Go for it. Not got a nut allergy.
No puede. Mirá cómo hace.
Have you?
I love peanuts, but like, I don't think I could finish all of that.
Duele.
I mean, my stomach's not that size. All of the, the pot noodle and the amount of everything together with the sandwiches and the crisps, I was quite shocked by because I've never, known anyone that could eat all of that together other than now, Daryl, obviously.
That's not lunch. What I've just had, it's just fruit.
Claro, el chabón no tiene nada para comer en el lunch, ¿me entendés? Está tomando un jugo de frutilla, boludo. La está pasando re mal. Yo la pasaría re bien, un juguito de frutilla riquísimo. Pero claro, el chabón está acostumbrado a veces de 5 chorizos. Olvídate.
Sort of pureed. That's like a small snack. So.
Creo que antes dijo como que, claro, que como que se quedó vacío, ¿me entendés? Como que necesitaba, como que me tomé un jugo nada más, negro. ¿Me está cargando? ¿Dónde están los choripetes? No, los choripetes no, los chorizos. Choripetes.
Up until now, small snacks haven't featured in Daryl's vocabulary.
Ahí
He's
juega con los
struggled with
nenes.
his weight since childhood, but in the last 10 years, his overeating has got worse.
Ahí muestra un poco la adolescencia, ¿no? ¿Ve? Ahí está, de joven ya era así.
I was 23 when I met
Ya estaba gordo de joven.
my wife. I was around 18
La wife.
And I don't know, through contentment
Está con la
and being
mujer.
happy or whatever, started to put it on.
Daryl's attempts to lose weight and exercise have
mira.
provoked comments that are hard for wife Tracy to stomach.
We went swimming, and
Hace natación, me muero.
another floor above us with glass, and people were pointing at him, and you could see lip read. How on earth can somebody get into that state? Daryl didn't see, so I didn't say anything, but that hurt me.
Come dinner time, it's
¡No! ¡Es un pollo! ¡Ese es un pollo entero! ¡No me jodas! ¡Eso es un pollo entero!
Daryl who's disappointed. Well,
Está cortando el pollo y la otra que tiene 5 papas fritas con un coso así de lechuga.
he's cooking up Yasmin his favourite dinner, roast chicken and all the trimmings. She's preparing him a low-fat chicken and
¡Ah, qué rico! ¡Uf! ¡Qué gana de meterme ahí!
avocado salad.
No, it's tempting, but
Bueno, el tamaño está bien, pero claro, es mucha verdura, mucho relleno.
Daryl's never eaten
Ve, mira, ahí tiene pepino, chicken roll, todo al horno y sin nada de grasa se nota, aunque la calidad sea una poronga, tomatito, todo
avocado
un rejunte zarpado, buenísimo, pero bueno.
before, and it's not exactly.
but
Daryl's
Está
never eaten
buenísimo.
avocado before, and it's not exactly love at first bite.
I'm not keen on that.
what, the avocado?
Really?
Is it because it's
No le gusta eso, que ese avocado que sería palta, ¿no? No le gusta la palta, a mí me encanta la palta, negro.
squishy, the
Yeah,
texture?
it's, well, I don't know. Taste of it as well.
If you're trying to lose weight,
Claro, a él no le gusta la palta porque, bueno, a ver, no te puede gustar la palta, ¿no? No tiene nada que ver, pero claro, es como que no está acostumbrado, el chabón se clava 5 chorizos y no está acostumbrado a eso.
you might think avocados are a complete no-no, but in fact they're the original superfood.
Ahí te
They've
tiran
got more
data de
fiber
la
than any
palta.
other fruit, and they're full of healthy monounsaturated fat,
Que tiene buena grasa saludable, que tiene poca caloría en relación a la comida de mierda y es buena para la salud y toda la cosa.
which help protect against heart disease. They're also loaded
Antioxidante, la concha de la que te hace bien al sistema inmune, bla bla bla.
with antioxidants to keep the immune system healthy.
bla.
Yasmin's also struggling with her roast dinner.
A ver, mostrámelo. Ahí está. ¿Qué tiene? No, ¿qué es eso? Ay, esto es un asco. Eso blanco, me parece que son alubias, se le dice. ¿Cómo mierda se le dice eso? Poroto. No sé, es... ¡Bah! A mí no me gusta. ¡Bah!
Definitely having an effect, the stuffing with the wheat in it, because I can kind of feel my stomach bubbling and I'm beginning to feel a bit sicky.
Dice que tiene el estómago
And the
lleno.
more she tries to eat, the worse it gets.
You look at my hands, I'm actually
Está temblando.
shaking, but I was fine until like a couple of minutes ago.
¿Ves? Acá ya empiezan a frustrarse. Ese siempre, como en el capítulo anterior, empieza una época en la que se frustran ya. Es como que no pueden más. ¿Entendés? Pero bueno, tranqui, o sea, hacen hasta donde pueden, digamos. ¿Ves? Mira, ya está en la mierda.
I just feel really sick.
Ahí ya empieza el momento trágico, digamos.
So I haven't felt like this.
Pues parece una pelotudez, pero cuesta una banda
This is
eso.
how I was feeling when I used to eat all of this.
No, mamá. Ya tranquilo, no los hacen sufrir. O sea, ahí es todo el show también. Esto es show. Esto es show, pa. Pero bueno, la están pasando mal. Pero tampoco se van a morir.
Reactions to eating like this are what caused Yasmin to give up most types of food.
I worked out that when I eliminated wheat, I stopped feeling so bloated. When I eliminated dairy and various other things, fast food, preservatives, I stopped getting migraines. I stopped feeling sick in the mornings all the time. And so I just kind of continued with it.
Tuve que maximizar mi
Unfortunately, if you don't have those foods, you lose lots of weight.
But apart from her
Ahí
lactose
acá muestran lo que hace, ¿no?
intolerance, doctors have found no evidence of any of the other intolerances Yasmin claims to suffer from.
Encima que come poco, que dijimos que era que necesitaba 2000 y come 1300, encima hace actividad física. Que a ver, no está mal actividad física, pero claro, se le rejunta todo, por más que coma sano, si come poco y encima se mueve como se ve que se está moviendo, claro, está en desequilibrio, ¿me entendés?
A lot of tests over the years and a lot of them
Jasmine Dad.
negative. I feel that doing this program is part of her own program to resolve the issues she's got. Whether they be real is in the sense of medical.
Real, ¿a qué me hizo acordar? Me hizo acordar a... alguien me hizo acordar. Bueno, no importa.
Or real in the sense of psychological or emotional.
Whatever now that Yasmin's aware of the potential consequences of being underweight, it's time for her to get back on track with the diet swap. When it comes to
Mirá, se pone los...
it's time for her to get back on
se pone los chips en el dedo.
track with the diet swap. When it comes to snacking, though, both she and Daryl are in unfamiliar
Y el chabón que está comiendo pasadúa, me parece.
territory.
I gather these are
Pasadúa.
raisins. Would you eat all of them?
I'd eat about half of that at the most.
Yasmin's got to crunch her way through Daryl's less healthy and rather too generously sized portions of snacks.
Snacks,
so what other
snacks.
things do you snack on during the day?
More fruits, fresh fruit.
El chabón le dijo, ¿qué come usualmente como snack? Más fruta.
I eat ready salted crisps.
Probably just the one packet.
Yeah, I'd just have the one packet. I wouldn't.
I'd have the one multi-pack.
I can't imagine sitting there for hours watching telly eating rubbishy, stodgy crisps. Oh, I couldn't do. Not nice.
Okay.
Swap again.
Mira, melón.
It's time for breakfast.
Este tranqui, un sanguchito de jamón. No, como decir que se dice jam.
Daryl has rustled up a toasted ham sandwich for Yasmin.
Melón con jamón crudo. Mirá qué raro. Yo pensé que se comía acá nomás eso. Igual a mí más o menos, también. Está buena la combinación, pero medio chato.
Well, she's prepared him melon with Parma ham, and he
O sea, como que me mezclas las dos cosas y me mareas el organismo, papá.
can't stand it.
That's horrible.
It's horrible.
If you don't want a porky paunch,
No le gusta.
Parma ham is
Bueno, a
a
mí tampoco me gusta, así no me puede mezclar esas dos cosas, pa.
good choice of cold cuts. Its wafer-thin slices and intense flavour means a little goes a long way. It's preservative-free and high in protein. No wonder the Italians have such long lifespans.
Do you know, after today, I'll never ever eat this again.
But for now, Daryl's desperate to finish every last mouthful.
Well done.
And I know I don't like Parma ham, but I was determined to eat it because then she's got no excuse not to eat what's put in front of her.
It's dinner time.
Dinner time, la cena. Ya tiene una pizza ahí. No.
Daryl's about to get his revenge. He's pushing Yasmin's alleged
Le pone música italiana.
intolerances to the absolute limit with a pizza combo that's guaranteed
Ya, no tiene más ganas de comer, la come con tenedor y cuchillo.
to get her stomach somersaulting.
And can I ask, I know the prawns, and I know that's
¿Qué tiene el
chicken,
otro?
I think.
Mirá, una
What's
pizza
that?
zarpada.
Cockles.
Do they come out in
¿Qué
little
tiene? Mostrame
shells,
el
or-
plato.
They do, don't
Come
they?
out of a jar for me.
Mostrame, no me mostraste el plato del otro.
I definitely
No me mostraste el plato del
am
otro.
not going to eat all of this.
How much do you think you're going to eat of it?
I'll keep going till
2 pedacitos de carne, te digo.
I feel like I'm going to throw up.
I'll go and get the bucket.
I can't eat anymore.
It's me, Mario. Anda la
With her
concha de la
stomach gone
madre.
all Vesuvius, the pizza's proving too much for Yasmin. If she's going to overcome her fear of food,
No puede
she's
más.
got
No,
to
ya
find
está.
it
Ve, acá ya está. No puede más. Se vino comiendo todo eso. Ya está. Ya está, negro. No puede más.
in herself to soldier on.
Que no lloren. No me gusta cuando lloran.
Can't you can do it?
Ahí está, bien. Tranqui. No pasa nada. Si no podés, lo dejás y listo. No pasa nada.
Despite the fact it's wheat-based and covered in seafood, Yasmin's determined to finally conquer her food phobias. One
Qué garrón. Encima el otro se tiene que quedar mirando cómo la otra come eso.
mouthful at a time.
Es la diversión de esto, ¿no? Diversión, entre
Me
comillas.
eating the ham this morning, you know, sort of spurred her on a bit more. Because I don't think she'd have ate half of what she did tonight if I hadn't done that.
Right, guys, you're at the end of your diet swap. How did it go?
Really well. I
Ok, como el anterior. Acá ya es la conclusión, digamos.
learnt a lot.
What did you learn? Tell me.
I learnt not to fear certain foods anymore, food full stop. And I learnt that I can eat bread again.
Ve, ahí la minita dijo, no, estoy acostumbrada a comer fruta, me gusta la banana, me gusta esto, me gusta... Y claro, el chabón me metió una roast beef de bacon.
Why were you fearing food?
Just because I put all my worries of my intolerances from lactose all in one and combine them unnecessarily.
What about you,
No
Darren?
entendí una pija lo que
You
dijo.
know, I've learnt a lot. I mean, I've learnt that there's people at the other extreme of dieting where they eat just so little.
No,
You
y
know,
bueno,
and-
mirá, negro, comí tanta fruta que cuando fui al baño, viste, cagué todo líquido, me empezaron a salir la sandía de la semilla, la semilla de la sandía por el orto y dejé todo el baño hecho una mierda.
I mean, I eat too much, you know, and that's where I'm here and find that middle ground
What would you tell Yasmin to help her on her way?
to eat, you know, to eat
¿Qué opinás de ella? Es una hija de puta.
more
Nada que-
stuff, to eat more of the...
Both is diet plans that are essentially the same diet plans. Okay, it contains the same sorts of foods, just in slightly different amounts. You're going to enjoy your food and not fear it. So you've got 12 weeks on these diet plans, and I want to see you at the end of that time looking healthier and happier you are and better weights you are. Okay?
Okay.
Good stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Muy bien. Nos despedimos de la casita.
On a new diet.
For the next
I
3
like it,
months,
like it,
Yasmin and
like
Darryl
it.
will have to
Ponen siempre
manage
las
their
mismas
own
músicas.
eating. But has their time in the feeding clinic done enough to change their bad diet habits?
This week has been life-changing. The thing I've learnt the most is not to fear food as much as I was.
You know, how I was eating before wasn't right. It was just have what I wanted when I wanted, you know, and that's not a good way.
Yeah, I'll never eat Parma ham again.
Oh, I never eat cockles.
It's been a tough week for both of them, but the hard work has only just begun.
Yasmin.
Ok, ahí vuelve.
You. Gosh, you're looking so much better.
Thank you.
See your face
You're looking so much better.
is
Yeah.
fuller and healthier.
Oh, well, the color, more color your skin. Yo.
Yasmin's figure's looking fuller and healthier as well, as a result of following a healthy
Epa.
diet plan for the last 3 months.
Gosh, look at you. That is such a difference.
Oh, wow, different tits. Oh, wow.
On your legs, aren't you? And your tummy, around your hips. Boobs have definitely got bigger.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Me molesta que hagan esto.
Boobs have definitely got bigger.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué le enfocas a las tetas?
Definitely. Let's go and weigh you and see exactly.
But the
O
proof
sea,
of the pudding's
hacer un enfoque más general.
in the eating.
Onda,
So has
onda para ver cómo se le los huesos, más que nada. Esta parte, más que nada. Y todo el cuerpo en general.
she piled on the
Le
pound.
enfocan a las tetas, boludo.
Hey, how are you? You look great.
Ages.
You
How's it been going?
En el anterior también, boludo, la otra minita.
Good, good. You look fabulous.
Pero bueno, lo enfocan para que vean también, porque también se ve como más saludable, digamos.
Yasmin's reunited with diet swap partner Daryl to share the results.
Yasmin has managed to gain half a stone in just 3 months and put on 4 inches.
Have I
In fact,
really?
just over 4 inches.
4 inches.
Which is more than I thought you ever would.
I didn't even think I'd put on.
O sea, que aumentó 4 inches de la cintura o algo así.
So with
Bueno, le ponía la música de sexy.
fabulous 4 inches on her waist, Yasmin no longer looks like a bag of bones, but has a fabulous figure to die
Sí,
for.
el enfoque a las tetas, ¿cómo no?
But has Yasmin's oversized opposite, Daryl, managed to end his overeating once and for all and feel the
¿Cómo? Ah, pensé que decía 400 kilos. No, claro, no tenía sentido. No, claro, 183.
benefits
Bueno, no sé cuánto pesaba antes, no me acuerdo la verdad.
of his healthy new diet?
You have managed to lose 4 stone 3 pounds.
No way.
4 stone 3 pounds.
That's more than I thought. Yeah.
As well, well
Are you
done.
pleased with that?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's more than my son weighs.
Daryl's
Muy
also lost a
bien.
whopping 7 inches off his waist.
I think that's fantastic. I'm so
That's
happy.
cool. That's great.
And you're going to keep it up
Yes.
now? Has that really encouraged you?
Yeah.
When I saw Daryl, it was brilliant. You could see, you know, that he'd lost weight. I wasn't sure how much, but you could see that he was a lot healthier. He looked happier as well.
I did
Y ahí
think
pone la
that
musiquita.
Yasmin would struggle with it, but it's brilliant. She's definitely, you know, put on over half a stone and.
Se ve muy distinta la minita, ¿eh? Se ve muy distinta.
But
El
it's brilliant.
chabón
She's
también, pero
definitely,
a ver,
you know, put on
en esta foto, mirá, se ve muy
over
distinta.
half
Yo por lo menos la veo muy
stone and
distinta.
She looks a lot better.
No se le marcan tanto los huesos.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Igual acá también juegan con el maquillaje y toda la cosita, pero muestran ese cambio, ¿no?
That I can live a normal life again.
Que la idea es que después sigan con
When I first
eso.
met Yasmin, she was utterly convinced that she couldn't eat wide varieties of foods because of intolerances and allergies.
Vamos, Doctor Christian, papá, vamos,
But
Doctor
what she's
Christian.
learned over these 3 months is that actually these intolerances don't exist and that she
A ver,
can eat
muéstrenlo
a
al
lot
otro,
more
la
than
puta
she
madre.
thought she could. That's why she's put on weight, she's looking healthier and so much happier.
Mostrame el otro.
If you're affected by any of the issues raised in
¿Por qué
this
no me mostrás el
program and
otro?
would like more
¿Por qué mostrás a la minita? Mostrá el otro
then
también.
log on to www.channel4.co.uk/health.
Ahí terminó. Guarda, por ahí no mostraron al otro. Claro, no lo hicieron a propósito. No mostraron al otro porque ya cuando se pesaron estaba en camisa. Como que por ahí el chabón no quería que... Bueno, pero si al principio mostraron cómo estaba, o sea, por vergüenza, ¿no? Bueno, no sé, por ahí el chabón le dijo que no se quería ver, no sé. Bueno, negro. Terminó Supersize vs Superskinny. Episodio 2, temporada 1. Claro que sí. Campeón como todos los viernes. Así que nada, negro. Nos vimos en Disneylandia. Nada, eso. Me gusta mucho este reality y lo vamos a seguir mirando. Nos vimos en Disney, pa. Besito en la chicken cola.